You read that title right. I'm giving away a moving company that did over $200,000 last year. $200,000. Well, I'm not personally giving away, but I'm helping facilitate the giving away of this company. So here's the situation. I work closely with a woman who owns this business. She owns this moving company and several other locations within the Skinny Wimp Moving brand, and owns a couple other businesses outside that as well. And she's had a manager there for a long time who has done a really good job. Unfortunately, he left recently. She hired a new manager who did a poor job, and she had to get rid of him. This left her in a situation where, do I take time away from my other businesses? Do I go there and figure it out? Well, she decided, I'm going to offload this business and focus on my other businesses. And because of that, she listed the business for sale, ended up finding a buyer, but that sale went through and the buyer wasn't able to purchase the business. So now she's in a situation where she has this business that has all this money coming in. It was thriving, it was doing well until this new manager came in, and she simply can't manage it herself. She doesn't want to go through the hassle of trying to sell it again because she has a million other things going on and she's making plenty of money elsewhere. So now she's trying to find someone to take over this business, take on her clients, and basically just do a good job. Her biggest concern is to find someone who will take care of her clients and not just run this business into the ground. She spent several years building this business up. It's done fairly well, and she just simply wants someone to continue the name on, do a good job, and keep the relationships that she's built up and make sure that the people that she's been servicing get taken care of and do an awesome job. So this location is part of the Skinny Wimp franchise system. I don't personally own the franchise system, but I own a business within the franchise system. My company does book the jobs for her business though, and that's how I know her, that's how I'm in contact with her and understand the situation. And she has given me the reins on finding someone to basically take over this business 100% free of charge. She knows that I post videos on YouTube and have a fairly large network, so I figured what better opportunity than to post this on my YouTube, find someone who's qualified, and potentially change someone's life. That's what I'm really excited about, that this literally could potentially change someone's life. I had a similar situation about 6 years ago when I purchased a moving company, and I purchased it for basically the price of the trucks. There were 2 trucks at the time, and it did about $5,000 in monthly revenue. I purchased it for the value of the trucks, and the rest was history. I ended up growing it to almost $2 million in annual sales, and it's been a huge blessing and has honestly been life-changing. Now, this deal is almost 5 times as good as the deal that I received, because this company last year did $219,583.33 worth of moves. That is absolutely insane. $18,300 a month in monthly moving revenue that she's just giving up 100% for free. It's absolutely crazy, because if I look at the value of this, moving companies are generally valued at a multiple of earnings, and it's fairly small still. So if we take that number and figure about 30% profit, which it actually might be more if someone is actually doing the moves themselves, that comes out to about $65,000 a year in profit. And we times that by a multiple of 4, that's about $250,000 in value that I see in this company. That's about what I think it's worth, is $250,000. So effectively, we're giving away $250,000 in this company, just giving it away. So it's honestly insane. Someone's life's going to change with this, and I can't help but smile because this is so awesome, and I'm in awe that I even get to be a part of this. So on to what you'll receive with this. Well, first and foremost, you'll receive a business that did $219,000 in sales last year. You'll receive a support system of other moving companies who are doing literally the exact same thing as you, because it is part of a franchise system, including myself. So you'll have access to ask me questions, and I'll help any way I can within reason. You'll have access to the guy who started the franchise system, who has a stake in seeing you succeed. So he's a great resource for all questions and things that you'll come across. I guarantee he's come across a similar situation and has an answer for any questions that you might have. You'll receive call center support through my business. We'll book all the jobs for you, which we've been doing it for this location for like 4 years now. And that'll take a huge burden off whoever receives this company, because you're not going to have to worry about training or hiring salespeople or answering the phone yourself. That's just going to be a huge burden off you. So you can just focus on the quality of the moves, hiring good guys, and taking care of the customers. And you'll receive a business that I think is worth about $250,000 and has the potential to grow to something much larger. There's many huge moving companies in Austin. That's a growing area. I actually like that area a lot. That also has the potential to do the same thing that I'm doing here in Phoenix, to grow it into a storage business as well, which I think is the natural evolution for larger moving companies. If I had no businesses right now, this is something I absolutely would do. Well, I basically did do this like 6 years ago on a much smaller scale. So it's a better deal than I even got. So you could be in a better situation than me, potentially. You're starting 4 or 5 years ahead, which is just absolutely insane. So what you'll need for this, you'll have to prove your case. This is going to go to the person who we see has the highest likelihood of success. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean the person with the most experience in the moving industry, or the person with the most money, or, any particular trait, but the combination of traits that we see fit to have the highest probability of success, because we want to see this business go on. We want to see the customers getting taken care of. And I would love to see this go to someone who doesn't currently own a business, and their life will change by having this opportunity. It's not as exciting for me if it goes to someone who might get an extra zero on their bank account, already has a lot going on. They're not going to be as hands-on. I would love to see it. Someone who has just enough money to get it going, get it started, is willing to work on the trucks, willing to do whatever it takes, and will take a good opportunity and turn it into a great one. That is exactly what I want to see. What you'll have to do with this, you're going to be managing a company. It's 100% going to be yours. It's going to be your liability. You're in control of it. You're just going to have the responsibility of making this thing succeed, and you're going to have to get all of your basic, insurance and licensing requirements and all of that up front in order to do it. So I want to go over what this is not. This is not an easy path to millions. There's no easy path, even with a good head start like this. Like I said, it's a 4-year head start in a successful path, but it is not easy. Managing businesses is not easy. The moving industry is not particularly easy. It can be good money, but I don't want anyone going into this thinking that it's like a golden ticket where they get to lay back and do nothing and cash checks, because if that's your mindset going into it, you're going to fail. Plain and simple, it's just simply not going to work out if you're looking for the easiest path. But if you're a person who has a ton of drive, maybe you're someone who is looking for an opportunity or has been waiting for a good opportunity to come along. You have the skill sets in place. You have some money to invest and to spend on yourself and to put in a business, but you just aren't 100% sure in the direction to go. This could be potentially the perfect opportunity for someone like that. So with this, you will not receive assets. You're receiving a name of the company and a client list. So what that means is you're not going to receive any real estate or trucks or licensing or anything like that. You're going to have to get your own vehicles, equipment, things to get going, but you're going to automatically have revenue coming in basically from day one. So this is going to keep someone from having to lose a whole bunch of money at first when they start a business, because money's already going to be coming in the door. There's going to be enough to cover fixed costs and to profit some. I believe that this business had one truck that would run most months, and then during the summer months, it would pick up a second truck. And if I remember correctly, we actually would turn down jobs all the time during the summer because they didn't have enough manpower. So I think if there's someone in here who's willing to really go in and work hard to expand and hire people, it'll probably do close to double the revenue in the next year, because during the summer, there's just so many moves that are going on. There's so much work to be had. And if you're able to facilitate the logistics of getting it done, you can earn a ton of money by just being there and being able to do extra jobs. And, if you can take on those extra customers. So I think there's a huge room for growth there and opportunity, besides the fact that Austin is a growing area and an awesome area to do business in. Texas is an awesome area to do business in. So with that, you'll have to be able to provide your own truck. You'll have to be able to get insurance and be licensed with the state of Texas before you can start. So that is a franchise level rule. You have to have your licensing first. And obviously it's a state and federal requirement as well to have your licensing before you're operating as a motor carrier. And of course, we have people part of the franchise who will help you, get that all lined up if you're not familiar with the process. So what you'll need in order to get started. I think that this will be pretty hard to do if you have less than $10,000 in order to get the truck lined up, insurance, all the basic requirements, get things going. But once you have them in place, I think all those are going to be covered with the revenue coming in because you're going to be, right out the gate, even in the slow season, getting about $12,000 to $13,000 a month in that reoccurring monthly revenue. So like I said, I'm going to be weighing a ton of factors. There's no specific one characteristic that's going to make me choose someone. If you're the kind of person that I think would be great, I'll probably reach out and ask some questions. And for some proof on the revenue that was coming in on this business, I'm going to put up some screenshots of the calendar for the clients from this business last year, just so you can show that it was a full calendar, there's money coming in, and there's more to be gained. Now on to the question that all of you are asking, how the heck do you enter this thing? Well, all you have to do is email me at maxmahershow@gmail.com. Write me a little bio about yourself. Give me information on who you are, what you're currently working on, if you currently own a business. The ideal person for this is someone who has maybe some money set aside. They have aspirations to start a business, especially a service type business, but you're just not 100% sure what kind of business you should get into. I see that kind of person as the ideal person for this giveaway. Or I could see it going to someone who already owns some kind of service business, potentially a landscaping company or another small moving company or a pool cleaning business or a home cleaning business or something like that. Someone who is used to dealing with a service type business, service type clients, and wants to just jump into something bigger, badder, and make some more success, some more money out of it. So if that's someone who sounds like yourself, please enter because I want to hear all about you. Or if you know someone, maybe you have a friend or a relative or a son who you think would be perfect for this, share this video with them because again, this is open to anyone, but the time frame is narrowed. They must send the information to me within the next few weeks so we can get a decision made and get this thing going. I'm really excited about this thing because I think it's absolutely going to change someone's life. I just can't wait to see the submissions that we get and ultimately the person who steps in and see what they can achieve with this business, because I would love to see someone come out of this a few years from now basically doing the exact same thing that I'm doing, building up their location, doing storage, maybe documenting videos. I'd love to have whoever gets this on some videos to show the progress in the future. And I just can't wait to see what happens. So until next time, thanks for watching. Hope you have a profitable day.